So how does fake news impact the credibility of journalists in China? Truth is the life of news and sources of media credibility. It is for this reason that some mainstream media in China attach great importance to the authenticity of news, even at the expense of the timelines of news. Their influence is also based on this credibility. Ms. She, a professor from XMU College, have a word about it.
That's quite a difficult question to answer. When we talk about fake news, it can be, if the journalist is a very professional one, he or she try to deliberately misinform people or try to deceive people. I don't think a professional journalist would think like that. So when you talk about how does fake news impact the credibility of journalists, I would say that when there is fake news, it definitely will impact the credibility of journalists. But that really depends on case by case. I can only say that generally speaking, fake news for sure influence the credibility of journalists, but it's not only in China, it's all around the world. There were researches showing that, I don't have the numbers, but there were researches showing that people are not so confident in the information provided by, say, newspapers or TV, or they always, a lot of people will have doubts on the information provided.
Okay, yes, I think.
I'm not sure how I answer this question though.
Yeah, but I think people around the world should considering this issue. So
yeah.
So what?
It is more like depending on different news organizations. Some of news organizations saying they are more credible. They have strict lines on news production. So they have, like, saying very strict regulations in checking the facts. In like journalists and editors, they work together to make sure that information is correct. And so that really, there are some others. Sometimes we say like some news media, they cater into, they only care about how many people read their articles. They try to please their audience. Sometimes they may not really pay attention to the facts. They may exaggerate a lot. So some news organizations are more credible than other news organizations. So when you say how does fake news impact the credibility, that really, I think, depends on how journalists handle their daily work.
Okay.
And also like the regulations in the country, like say like in China or in some other countries, are there regulations that punish people who produce false information?